Hey everyone, welcome. It's Jafi from Medieval Mirage. It is so wonderful to have your company. Thank you so much for your visit. Why there's been a bit of a delay in my YouTube channel, Instagram, and even in Etsy, I've been a bit slow. I'm here to just do a preliminary explanation, but I also wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who has been so graciously supportive by following me on YouTube, on Instagram, and in Etsy. Thank you everyone, thank you so much. That from the 21st to the 22nd July I have not been in YouTube or my channel, so anyone that has been watching me since then or around that time, I've just been totally absorbed in coming up with a solution to coffee staining in limited space without plastic lace. In fact, I was going to be just showing some of the ones that I've been able to achieve without using plastic lace. So I will be doing a flip through of these. I had organized myself really well, and now that I'm on camera, everything is just disappeared. Isn't that the way? Okay, so I'm just going to throw some of these things there. Oops. Yeah, these are just a few of the different things that you can achieve without the plastic lace. So that's where I've been, everyone. So from the 21st/22nd of July to the 14th of August, that's right, all that time, I've been working on tutorials and alternative solutions for anyone that is really hard pressed to get their own plastic lace and plastic doilies. I've come up with a solution, and I'm really happy to report that it is possible. Now I'm going to do a proper show and share with that, and then I'll be uploading the videos. So there's something here. They're really I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so all I have to do is just work on editing them, because they're all in 10-minute increments. That's how my video films things. This is just a quick batch. So there are some amazing pieces. This one looks a bit like eco printing, so I'll talk a little bit about that. So that, and yep, oops, I'm bumping into the tripod a little bit. So these are just a few. I will do a show and share with you, and yeah, I've come up with solutions. So that's just more the back of it. So things are coming. That's why I haven't been around, and if you have left me comments, I apologize. I will get to read them. But yeah, I mean, this is without plastic lace, and I have a technique, so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. And then there's that. Okay, I just wanted to put something nice over my workspace, because it's a bit of a it is looking pretty messy underneath, so I thought I'll do a nice little setup here. So that's what I've been doing. I've been organizing for you guys alternatives to coffee staining in limited space without plastic lace, and I've also done one for those of you that have chronic pain. So I've come up with alternatives and solutions. We're going to be making our own faux plastic lace or plastic doilies. And even if you do have plastic lace and plastic doilies, this is just going to expand your horizons. You are going to be able to do so much more if you really want to go and try the method. So today is the 20th of August 2019. I'm always signed out of YouTube, Instagram, and anything else. I'll have to explain it one day, but I don't have good health, and I do experience sensory overload, and so I need to be kind of insular. So I'm always signed out. Don't know what's going on in any social media. Been MIA, off the grid, fallen off the face of this planet, unplugged. I'm sorry, I have to do it often due to my health, and I'm very limited in so many ways. So I can just focus on my Etsy shop, my graphics design, my crafting, and anything else is just a little, and family life, my spiritual life, but anything else I just crash. So I hope that explains why there's a delay in reply at times, and sometimes I'm not my mind and brain don't work due to my health. So if I just send you a heart or a like, please know that that is overflowing with appreciation and gratitude. If I'm going to be responding, it will be if there's a question, but if it's the same question, I'll try and put it in the description box. But please don't take it personally if I don't get back to you immediately due to my health and other responsibilities and commitments. It's not always possible, and like I said, I'm unplugged. I don't know what's going on unless I sign in. But I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone. I really appreciate it. So I don't even know what's going on with my design team, in the sense that they may have put videos up there. I know Rachel was saying in Etsy that she had. Hey Rachel, thank you darling. So I'm looking forward to doing a little bit of catching up, but in the meantime I wanted to just quickly explain why I haven't been around. I've been working on alternative solutions to coffee staining without plastic lace in limited space, and I'm so excited to be sharing that with you. I'll do a show and share, and then I'll have to work on how I'm going to edit them, because I'm going to put them in compartments. They'll still be part 5, part 6, part 10, part 11, I don't know how many parts, but they'll each let you know specifically what I'm going to be showing you, because I'm going to have like an archive of a workshop in YouTube, so that you can just go to it and then proceed to try out that method, because there's a lot of preparation behind the scenes for you guys, but it will be worth your while, because once you've done them, you're set up. Like, oh my goodness, I have done so much coffee staining in winter, done and dusted, but yeah, with directional heat inside the warmth, it was possible. The thing that I finally have the headspace and the craft space to do, and this is why my hands are all grubby and everything, sorry, but on Friday, so today's the 20th, I think, I recorded myself doing this with a semi-curved spine. So it's a hard cover from scratch, and then yesterday I spent using this, because so this has got no digital kits on here, but just an embossing image that I embossed. But this is from my Rustic and Regal antique and medieval book codex covers that are digital, that you print out and you can make this. So I've got the tutorial on everything, and I have a method of how I do my semi-curved spines, and so I'm going to be doing I've done my tutorials, now I just need to edit them, but how I'm going to go about presenting my tutorials, I still have to think about that. But I'm just showcasing them now so that you know what's coming. And also I've got some new kits in my shop. It's the Bohemian and Bohemian Bygones, and I'll have some tutorials where we're going to be making our own little kind of boho embellishments, and that they can really go with some of the papers in the kit. So I usually do a lot of intricate work with my my designs. I use one of these little bottle-y things and make up my own little mix to create a bit of a 3D effect. So I'll be showing you how I made this, and I do like to use rhinestones or acrylic rhinestones anyway for a lot of my work, because medieval and historical books were quite ornate, you know, Renaissance times, and then going back, they were quite ornate, and I am so into anything that's historical and antique looking, and that's what I've been dying to do with you. These things, even my semi-curved spine method that I've come up with, have been in the pipeline for over a year. And I was actually investigating doing the semi-curved spine since 2017, towards September/December roughly. Yeah, so I had an idea of how I wanted to do it, and yeah, there's a bit of a story behind it, but yeah, I'll have to share that with you. But yes, so I've come up with this method. It's been refined a bit, but I was videotaping this method in May, so that still hasn't been uploaded or edited. Well, it hasn't been edited to be uploaded for YouTube either. But that's when I ran out of space and a few technical difficulties with cameras, like this one here. It's a bit of a diva. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is I have got methods that I'm looking forward to, which I've filmed, and I'm going to be doing more filming and recording so that I can be sharing with you. Basically, this is it. The journal that you can make with my journal cover that you can make with my digital kits. So if you're interested, I'll have this listed in the description box below, alongside some of the latest printables that are available in my shop. When I was doing the tutorial, I accidentally got a bit of a smudge there, which is a bit of a shame. To do a quick close-up of what to expect. So with my work, but you'll see I've got little dots along there. That's kind of the intricate things that I like to just do to just add a bit of dimension to the journal. So it's a little bit probably out of focus, but there is a little bit on here as well. It's a little bit better. So yeah, these are the kind of things that I show you. Now this is the semi-curved spine method that I've created. Step guide of that and the other one. And so this is the inside here of what it looks like, and yeah. So the next step for me to film is doing a hidden spine, and I have alternatives with that as well. But anyway, yeah, so this has been made from scratch, no books involved at all. So it's quite a, yeah, and it's 8.5 by 6.5 approximately. The spine is roughly about, so it's about 2.5 inches. Like I said, it's you'll be learning how to do it from scratch, and so this is just with my digital kit papers, this and this and this, and there you go. Now, So this is going to be, this bit here is going to be at the beginning of the trailer preview. So please stay tuned after this video, part of this video ends. There will be a little bit of an introduction to that. So please listen to that because it'll kind of explain a few things of what I'm going to be sharing with you. What's coming from all my pre-recorded videos going back a couple of years. So please stay tuned, everyone. Don't sign out yet. We're not finished yet. What is going to be coming, what to expect on my YouTube channel. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all your support in Etsy and Instagram, and to all my design team. I'm sorry I've been so behind in catching up with you on if you've been doing designs for me. Thank you, my design team. I'm looking forward to officially introducing you to everyone as well. So thank you, everyone. Please stay tuned for the next next part of this video for what's coming to Medieval Mirage YouTube. Hey everyone, welcome. It's Jaff here from Medieval Mirage. It's so wonderful to have your visit. Welcome. Now, I have promised that I was going to be doing a preview, a photo and video montage. It's going to be little excerpts of photos and videos of what to expect and what's coming. It's not the full range because otherwise it'll take me forever to do this video, but I just wanted to let you know that the rest of this video will be that photo and video montage, a glimpse of everything that's coming. I've just laid out a few things on the table here, just some of my designs, my favorite candle holders there, and just some of the things like this. These have been waiting for such a long time for me to show you. This one was a prototype of one of the kits in my shop, just so that you could see what you could do with it. Just very simple, but it's quite effective. And this is just one of the projects we're going to be doing. Tons of projects coming of how I, as Medieval Mirage, Jaff of Medieval Mirage, like to create. I want to share with you all my process, my projects, and when I design my kits, you'll get an idea of how I intended them to be used. So what's coming with my channel? The reason why I've been away, and the reason why I'm now in a position to be recording more, is because I have a new craft room. So there'll be a tour of my new craft room, and that's really exciting for me to be sharing that with you. It's allowed me to let my creativity flow, and then I'm in a position to be properly doing these projects that have been pre-prepared for months, if not over a year. I also wanted to explain, it's not going, because they're all pre-recorded, a lot of my videos are not going to be in chronological order. See that I've got an upload of a video. Please check the description box by pressing show more on it. There you will have, not only if I'm referring to any of my other tutorials, a link to it, but there it'll have a timestamp of when I actually filmed it. In this way, it won't be so confusing for you, because one day you might get an upload that was done a year ago, a video that was done a year ago, and then the next day might be one that I just did yesterday, say for example. So that's good. My upload's going to be a bit haphazard, so be mindful of that. My videos may not always be in chronological order, so always check the description box for the dates so you can kind of get the context of where I'm going and where I'm at. But I'll always try to explain it as best I can in the description box. I'm going to be introducing my design team and my reoccurring guest design team. And a huge thank you to all of them. You guys are amazing. Your work is amazing. And I'm so grateful to you guys. I'm grateful that in the interim you've been such a great help in getting my work out there. Thank you guys. You're all amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I'm also going to be telling you a little bit about Jaff. Who is Jaff and what is Medieval Mirage? What's the concept behind Medieval Mirage? And what else? I'm going to be doing a series on journal covers, of the way that I like to make journal covers. And then I'll be showing you how I do my creative crafting process. So everyone, please join me for those, because I would like to take you on my journey into the past and project you into another time, another essence, another world where we blend all cultures and centuries together to create what I call Medieval Mirage. Thank you everyone, a huge thank you. Please now watch this photo and video montage of Medieval Mirage. Thank you. Alright, so what I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm just going to use this glue stick and I'm basically going to be colouring in, and that's why if you can get a glue stick that leaves a colour, and then of course it's going to dry clear. So I really want to grab some of this. Now, like I said, you can use any glue and you can brush it in. Okay, I've just turned on the camera, and what I did was I took this into my hands up close and personal, like I was holding a bird's nest, and very carefully I just was building underneath the embellishment what I felt I liked. I'm still not happy with these little bits, so the way around that, but I'm happy with the way it's coming along now. It was really just an example of how you can just transform a very simple ribbon or trim and add something to it. Now, if I pull this away, that still looks beautiful. I guess all of us have our, little tips and tricks that work for us but may not work for others, And that's why this community is so amazing, because even if we have the same ideas, our methods may be completely different. We may approach it from a different way, and that's what's really exciting. And then one idea can spark off an idea that's been forming in our own head. And next thing you know, we've created something new. I like dramatic signatures to open the page with, so that's why I really love this one. And then to me, it just evokes, like time travel, going back into time, and just being a part of, to create that kind of mystery, intrigue, and exoticness of that bygone bazaar era. And when I say bazaar, like a market bazaar, or going down their alleyways or the colonnades. And I wanted to show you kind of how you can sort of lay out a page with these kind of papers. So in the kit you do get this, and this is part of the Medieval Missives, the original, and I've made an embellishment that I've put there, and I just feel it just really kind of ties in this page with this. I just use those to just softly kind of buff it. Because I do really love that kind of oxidized effect. I've shown you my mix of colors and how I've done it. It was more about showing you how you can take an ordinary cameo that has a really pretty color, but how to use that color as a base and, you know, launch it to another place, and a really interesting and exciting place that takes you back in time. putting pretty images with some cheesecloth underneath or what have you. I mean, the sky's the limit. You could be doing so many different things. How to make the most easiest no-sew journals that there are, because this journal here of mine is no sew at all. I haven't sewn anything. The only sewing is just the actual lace and some of the pockets that I'll be teaching you how to make. I think I've got this upside down. Have I? I think the paper, some of the papers might, I think some of the papers might be upside down. No, not at all. Anyway, everyone. Hey everyone, hi, I'm back again. I hope we've got everything in. Sorry, I might just make you a little bit woozy. Don't mean to. I just realized that I had to. I was going to show you how I make them. It is so super easy. You would not believe how easy. But they really look great when you're wanting to kind of add a little bit of that boho feel, bohemian feel. You know, you can put it on something like that. And this one, well, this is one of my older projects of add it, and it really kind of brings everything together. So yeah, so that's how we do that. 5th of July. So, but it can also be a tuck spot. Look, it can be anything. It can adorn an envelope. See, I love these kind of envelope thingies. You know, it can adorn an envelope just like that. You've got some secret places to keep things. So that's another way of, embellishing something that could be like a flip outy thing on a page.